Hello, property investors. My name is John with Real Property Management. When should a landlord leave personal property in their unit? We get this question all the time. You're leaving town, you're vacating your house, you want to turn it into a rental property, and yet you're packing up and moving, and you're like, well, I got the pool table and the lawnmower and the patio furniture, the drapes, TV sets. Who knows what you're saying to yourself, because maybe the new place doesn't have room for the pool table and it's hard to move anyway. So it's like, yeah, well, let's just leave that for the new tenant. They'll enjoy it. Should we do this? Is this a good practice? At our company, it's an absolute no. That you do not want to leave your pool table, your lawnmower, your whatever it is, even though that may be a convenience for you, and even if inherently you're saying the new tenant's going to enjoy this. Who wouldn't want a pool table or the use of a lawnmower? Besides, maybe they'll mow the lawn more often if they have the lawnmower. So the answer is it's a really bad idea, and I've got 3 reasons why it's a really bad idea. Number 1 is the liability. So the lawnmower that you left was not working real well. They went out, they tried starting it, they finally got it started, and they looked underneath to see what was going on, they sliced their finger off. So now who sliced the finger off? Well, if it was their lawnmower, then they sliced it off. If it was your lawnmower, then your lawnmower sliced it off. And it's your lawnmower, you're going to get tangled up in this liability issue. There's all kinds of things. Kids can fall off of tables. They can get tangled up in the drapes. They can, all sorts of bad things. And even if it doesn't damage the people, the lawnmower can kick rocks out and nick the car or the neighbor's car or a neighbor's window. So there's a lot of reasons why, from a liability point of view, you just don't want that liability, and your landlord policy, your renter's policy, rental property policy doesn't cover the contents anyway. So if something were to happen to that equipment, it wouldn't be covered in most cases. All right. The second thing is maintenance. The law essentially says that if you leave it, you need to maintain it. And an absurd example, but it happened to me a long time ago, is we left a lawnmower in a property, for the convenience of the tenant, and they used it for a little bit, and then he called me up and he said, the lawnmower needs an oil change, and besides, it's out of gas, and so we need you to bring over a can of gas, and we need you to change the oil. Well, if that was left and that's yours for them to use, if you leave it, you have to maintain it. And that's really how the law looks at this. And so if you don't want to maintain it, you really shouldn't leave it there. You shouldn't leave it there anyway for the liability reasons. But maintenance of stuff that you leave, a better example might be, a TV set. You leave a TV set in the property. Let's say the TV set has some technical issues. So who's going to go fix the TV? Or maybe, the smart thermostat or the smart doorbell. These things a lot of times get left, but that technical support lands on the landlord. But a TV, it's freestanding. Those things can be easily removed, unlike a thermostat. You're best to just get it out of there just so you don't have to maintain it. And then the third reason is this is personal property. Security deposit law does not apply to personal property. Security deposits are covering you for damage to your real property. So if there's a hole punched in the wall, security deposit can cover it. If there's a flooring that gets stained, security deposit can cover it. But if your TV is damaged or your lawnmower goes missing, the security deposit is not going to cover that. Besides, tenants can have a garage sale and sell all that stuff, and there's nothing that you can do about it. So if you're attached to it, it's going to be gone. The other thing is it's not on this list, relates to pretty much all three of them. If you leave stuff there and it's blocking access, if you leave a pile of furniture in the basement and you shove it up against the corner and just say, well, that's my personal storage, I'm going to need it when I move back into the property. If there's a water leak that goes unnoticed and that basement turns into a jungle of mold, that's hard to discover until you're picking up the odors and now it's a bigger mess than it is. If you leave stuff and it blocks access or visibility to other issues, that's going to be a problem. So our recommendation, be done with it, sell it, get rid of it, don't leave it at the property. Thank you.